least 2 and sometimes 3 times per week. The average analyst to get an article published in the Presidential Daily Brief, they were lucky if they did it 1 a month. Okay, so I was doing it 2 to 3 times a week, but we had convinced ourselves of a particular narrative, and yet when you tried to go and to there are senior intelligence officials who interact with the politicians, and more often than not, they get corrupted with the politics. And I remember on one occasion, I was doing a brief, and to the National Intelligence Officer for Latin America, a guy named Bob Vickers, and I said something. I was just saying, and the Contras, because the Contras were based in Honduras and Costa Rica, and as soon as I said Contras, he said, "Stop. You can't call them the Contras. You must call them the Nicaraguan Democratic Resistance." And I went, but Reagan calls them Contras. He goes, "Yeah, but he's the president." So when you see that, I use that just to illustrate that how an intelligence official that should be objective and just the facts, ma'am, is instead pandering to the political side of the house. So you don't actually get the intelligence in front of the president, or the president refuses to look at it or listen to the intelligence. And that's not unique to Trump. I mean, I've seen that, that's happened. My first exposure to it was with Ronald Reagan, and I guarantee it went on with George H.W. Bush and Bill Clinton and George W. Bush and Barack Obama and Joe Biden and then Trump, all of them. And when they get locked into a policy, they do not want to hear dissenting information that might destroy their worldview.
How easy is it to, as a final kind of a question, how easy is it to mislead a president?
Oh, very easy.